It's your VA Nest Click on your faces again, and today I am going to be doing something really different from what I usually do, which is talking about the tools I learned the previous week, and basically talking about my experience as a virtual assistant, right? So today I am going to be answering questions, like 70% of the questions I get as a virtual assistant that is working her way up, right? From recent ALS graduates and soon to be graduates and aspiring virtual assistants. I get this question a lot. Like I mentioned, it's like 70% of the questions I get, right? So I'll go over trying to answer them to the best of my ability, right? Because basically on this space, I am like that big sister, that senior that is one class or two classes ahead of you, right? So I am not so far away. These things I'm sharing are basically things I've done in just like maybe the past month that has worked for me, right? So I'm sharing it with you, and there is no one size fits all when it comes to succeeding in this remote field, in this VA job, right? We're constantly trying to get better, and many people have different things that have worked for them, so you just have to try, and then whichever one it is that is working for you, you go by it, right? So after ALS class, what next? I will say some things, and the first one is enroll for other VA courses and upskill. If you've been following me, you would notice that after I graduated from my VA class in ALS, I enrolled for CSAAE class for virtual assistant that lasted for 10 days. You saw when I posted it when I started. You saw when I graduated. I enrolled for the DEXA course as well, right? I am constantly trying to be better, although I was lucky to get jobs before I rounded up with my ALS virtual assistant course. All of us are not that lucky, right? So if you don't get a job, or you've not gotten a job yet, what I would advise you to do, one thing I would advise you to do is to enroll for other VA courses. And it must not be the general virtual assistant course, could be anyone, maybe data entry, must not be on those platforms I mentioned. There are so many virtual assistant courses that you can take on Google, on Coursera, and you'd be able to get better at its practice. The next is intentionally connect with people in your niche, and also people you'd love to work for. Yes, do that a lot, because when you're doing that and you're showing up here, they are seeing you. So when you're reaching out to people in your niche, maybe you have a question or something of that nature, they'll be able to easily connect with you and answer you because you're always showing up on their faces. The next is practice and use the skills to build your portfolio. You don't need to build your portfolio in a day. Maybe when you get a job and your employer is asking for your portfolio, you start running round and round to get it fixed together. While you're learning, while you're upskilling, make sure that you already started building your portfolio, in fact, and while you're getting, maybe you fix a calendar today, go and put it there. If you manage an email tomorrow, put it in there, one after the other. With time, you see that you've gotten a very good portfolio, right? So do that while you're waiting for a job after your ALS course. The next is volunteer your service and on-the-go internships. It will surprise you to know that I am still volunteering my services. Yes, confidence is built that way. I won't even lie, because the more you do, the more confidence you get. Yes, ALS is amazing and it sets the tone for your virtual assistant career, but then finding your place and finding your pay is largely up to your dedication, your focus, and your drive to do better and be better, right? I am always emphasizing on doing the hard things now for the soft life, the necessary hard things, please, for the soft life soon. This is one of it. So yes, you can volunteer your services. It's going to help build your confidence. I am certain that other VAs would also drop their one or two there that has been working or going for them. You could pick that up and model if you want, right? So this is the question I'm going to be answering for today, and the next question I would answer is, how do I go about volunteering my services? I get that question a lot too, and I'm going to be answering that in my next post. So for you to get the answers to this question, or if this feels like something that you need to know, please ring the notification bell on my profile, so you're going to get notified whenever I post something like this that is going to be helpful to you. You pick one or two, and of course do not forget to repost, because someone in your network might be needing it, and we're going to grow together, win together, be amazing together. Okay, I'm rooting for all of us, and thank you for always complimenting my smiles. I am always going to be here giving you large chunks of it, and I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.